My name is John Marine, and you're watching John Marine Tube. And I'm coming to you from my hometown of Houston, Texas, USA. Please click on more info to find out more about this video. And I want to warn all of my viewers that this is kind of a sensitive subject, so if you feel discomforted by this topic, then I would please ask for you to see some of my other videos or see some other channel or some other video, because this video concerns coping with death. Because oftentimes there's someone special in our lives, and we usually never get a chance to say goodbye. And then if we do say goodbye, it'll be our final goodbye to that person or those people. Because when someone is gone from this world, it just feels like someone just ripping somebody's heart out. Their heart, their soul, their pride. And basically leaving them down to nothing. It's never easy to lose anything you love and have to move on without it. But that's been the case for me, as I was too young to say goodbye to my father, my biological father, when he died in 1990. And I still honor and respect one of my high school alums who was killed a few years ago. And I still honor and cherish the name Raul, because he was my friend, and he was my, not only was he a high school alum of mine, he was a friend of mine, and I really loved him as a person. And the fact is just that when someone is killed by somebody else, then you're obviously upset, you want justice. But when it comes to someone dying on their own or from natural causes, it's still equally as sad. But the thing to remember is just that all the crying in the world isn't going to bring somebody back. I mean, God works in many ways. You know, as I mentioned in my depression and suicide video, only God decides when it's time for someone to go, not the people in question. Sometimes coping with death even goes into the fields of arts, entertainment, and sports. Like, one of my all-time favorite singers, Barry White, is no longer with us. As far as sports are concerned, there are some deaths that have really ravaged me and really made me feel like they've been taken away from us. They've really been taken away from us and left an indelible mark on this place. Maybe the first racing death that I've seen on television was Greg Moore back in 1999. He had this horrific crash, and I was absolutely stunned when I saw it, because I'm like, oh my goodness. Greg Moore was such a great up-and-coming race car driver. He was going to go very far. He was going to, really elevate champ car racing. I then remember watching Dale Earnhardt Sr. get killed in 2001. That really took my heart out, because even though I'm not a NASCAR fan, and even though I'm not a NASCAR fanatic, his death was absolutely terrible. I mean, he's like one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time, and now he's no longer with us. And if I credit anyone for getting me into rally racing, it's Colin McRae. I think constantly about Colin McRae racing for Subaru before going on to racing the Ford Focus and really having some success as a rally car racing star. But and one more death that really gets to me, Peter Buck. Because even though I'm American, and even though I don't know everything about Peter Buck and his racing career, I still feel for all the people in Australia who have lost Peter Buck, because he's such a fantastic race car driver. I've never seen all of his races. I've never seen all of the different highlights of him. But I guess if I do get to see highlights, I have YouTube people to thank, like the Australian Motorsports forums, including AMF Race Day and AMF videos here on YouTube. But as I've said before, dealing with death is never easy. I mean, oftentimes we tend to, be too supportive of people and, really look to them and bond to people. But when they're gone, we just feel lifeless. We just feel like we don't have a chance in this world. So obviously, if you've lost someone special in your life recently, I want to offer my deepest thoughts and prayers to all of you. This is a very sad occasion. Or these are very sad occasions. Oftentimes we think of funerals as very sad things, but as some people have told me, they should be looked on as celebrations. Celebrating and honoring someone's life before they pass away. And now that they're gone, then it just makes it that much tougher to try to live on without that person. So again, if someone special in your life has recently passed away, my deepest thoughts and prayers go out to you, your family, the victim's family and friends, and all who've known and loved him, her, or them. My name is John Marine. Thank you for watching this video and take care. Love, peace, and Godspeed.